Cahill, and I'm a junior.
Emmanuel Patino Gomez. I am a senior.
I'm Cummins, and I'm a sophomore.
Alexis Venos, and I'm a freshman this year.
My name is Eliza Mont Jones. I'm a fourth year student.
I'm Layla Kebrick. I'm a freshman.
First applied to colleges, it was really difficult because I didn't know a lot about that, so I actually missed a lot of scholarship opportunities because my parents didn't know.
For me, I didn't have anyone to turn to really when it came to asking questions and different things like that. So while everybody was looking for scholarships and stuff, I was still trying to figure out the whole college application process. So I was left in the dark with that. I also had to maneuver and figure out how to fill out my financial aid.
I'm the first person to support my family in a professional way.
Coming into CMU, I was just generally, I guess, a little bit lost just because my parents couldn't really, first off, my parents are from a different country entirely, so they don't really understand the whole college concept. So being a first gen is kind of just confusing, trying to find your own way.
It's been interesting. At first it seemed kind of challenging because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into because none of my family was able to go to college, so they weren't really able to help talk me through the process or anything. So it was different at first, but now I'm getting the hang of it, so it's really nice.
I think my experience has been a little bit different because even though my family doesn't have experience in navigating college, they've still been super supportive of helping me find everything I need and get done when I need to. But it's been hard navigating it because you don't have someone there telling you this is what you need, this is what you have to do. So it's been quite a learning experience for me.
That we're poor, or that we're less than them. But I can say for myself that I don't think I'm less than anybody at CMU just because I'm a first generation student. I think that it definitely takes a lot more work for me, but I don't think I'm less than anybody.
Your parents didn't work hard, or you come from a less fortunate family, which is the case a lot of the time, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, and I think a lot of people take it as a negative connotation.
Being first generation, everyone just kind of assumes that you're lost in the first place, I guess, or that you come from an uneducated background or something, or that you're not going to be very motivated or actually go through college, which is really negative.
Poor, because they think that first generation people don't really have the opportunities to start college.
One of the biggest ones is that we're not as motivated as others because since we didn't have that educational background from our parents or from any of our other family members, that we don't feel like it's worth it to go, so we're not as motivated to go through.
Maybe more scholarship opportunities, because I really didn't get to know a lot about those until I toured here, and then it was kind of too late to apply for a lot of those, so definitely more scholarship opportunities. Before coming to college, I think just more of explaining the enrollment and FAFSA process, because it seems so daunting, and it is, but once you get into it you realize it's kind of more manageable than you first thought it was. But maybe just someone there to be a guide and a resource to ask questions and help and deadlines and things like that. And I think the same goes for as a current college student, just having someone you can fall back on when you need them.
So I wish it was just easier for out of state first gen to be able to get an easier transitioning.
A lot of people are going to tell you that this is not for you. A lot of people are going to tell you that it's hard and that you should give up now. And I say, you can do it, and you are who you want to be, and this college experience is anything and everything that you can make it.
Keep going. I know that it can be very overwhelming. I know I was very overwhelmed, having everybody kind of trying to tell me what to do, and I really didn't have any direction. But definitely keep going and follow what you want to do. I want to not gonna say not listen to anybody, but definitely at the end of the day, what you want to do matters the most.
As a first generation Latino student, college student, it was difficult for me to see others in classes that are not the same color as me, but don't be afraid of that.
I think the number one thing for myself personally has just been being organized. Know when you have deadlines, write it down, be there, first day FAFSA opens, apply, and just be aware of everything you have to accomplish and accomplish it on time and, with everything that you need, and I think that'll set you up for success throughout all 4 years.
Definitely just go for it. I mean, at first when I first tried for it, I was very terrified because I didn't know what I was getting into because my family never knew, so they weren't able to help me, but definitely just talk to those around you.
Keep looking for answers, I guess. I had a lot of questions that I thought I would never get answers for, but there's always someone who's willing to help you, whether it be friends or someone else's parents or like on-campus resources. And like it's going to be tougher for you to go through not having the same advice and experience as everyone else, but it'll get easier once you get the hang of it and talk to the right people. Like easygoing. Not many things really rile me up.
I'll say leader, ambitious, and I'll say like relationship oriented.
Probably reliable. I know because like I mentioned, I'm aware of all the deadlines and things that have to be done. I mean, I had FAFSA done on the first day when it opened, like 12 hours. People seek me out for, when did you do this? How did you get these scholarships? Like, what do I do for that? So I think I'm kind of maybe a resource in a sense for some other first-gen people.
Opportunistic, independent, because independent from family, and also very extrovert.
Loyal, because I love my friends and I make sure that I'm there for them whenever they need me, and I just love to be there for everyone.
I am so resilient. I am very, very determined, and I would say positive.